Choose your character.
Oh, it feels good knowing that somebody has to beat me.
Sugar Shane Johnson. 2023 is his year.
The reigning champion from last season, this season, the next season, and the season after that.
Round 1. Fight! Knockout!
Well, here we go. Will Stewart,
Wow.
Sean Green. You're right. I had to. Richard Sterbenz, Duane Johannsen. It's our third place match for Division 2, everyone, for the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Sean, a downright battle on Monday night where Ram Rivera coming out on top, huh? What do you think about that one?
I called it. You know, I've actually been 2 for 2 in the last 2 things I've had to make calls on. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I did call Sterbenz in the pregame show before he won on Saturday, and I picked Ram to upset Leonard, and it happened. You know, Leonard had way too many rounds where it was weird stuff that he was doing, right? Like we can call it what it is, but if you're Ram, you're just like, thanks. And then you're thanks. Like he had a 5.63 average and felt like he dominated that thing, you know?
Yeah, sorry, I had to throttle my mute there as my son's sitting there yelling, "Da!" from upstairs. So whoopsies. Yeah,
I think I see someone in the background. No, it's your chair. Never mind.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was about to say, don't say that. He'll be coming down here in a second, I guarantee you. Just like, hey everybody, how's it going?
And it just jumps out and surprises everybody. From behind the tail.
No, it seemed like Ram just kind of got away with it. I mean, we saw our new 9-mark record with 39.
Yeah, that was
that was
stupid. They were on pace for 51 for so long.
They had 21 going into the break, folks. Like that is just unheard of. I think that alone will be a record that is untouched for a while. So we'll see if that happens or not.
They had 25 after leg 8. They were ahead of 51 after leg 8.
Crazy. Madness here. Well, how about our match tonight? Richard Sterbenz taking on Duane Johannsen. This one, I'm thinking it should be a good battle. They're really close in NPR. Honestly, when you look at it, maybe I have Richard coming out with a slight edge here. I don't know. What do you think, Sean?
It's chalk, right? Like both these players lost to the same person, James Edwards. Both these players want to play James Edwards again in the finals next week. These are all 3 of the players that are left, first-time participants in the CSC Challenger Series this season. So we got 3 rookies. Rookies is for the CSC, not for overall rookies.
Right.
But it's who can handle the stream, who can handle the pressure of this third-place match. And, man, talk about back to where it all started. We got Florida versus Wisconsin once again.
Always. It always seems to just work its way in, doesn't it? A good old Wisconsin-Florida battle.
Let's look at Rich Sterbenz.
Player bios here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm instead of like saying anything else, it's like I'm just gonna wait till someone else tells me the right answer. He's playing at Cue Ball in Jacksonville, Florida, for Coleman Music and Entertainment. His averages, his nickname's the King Richard. I get it. His average is a 4.62. He has 37 9-marks with 2 white horses, 103 7-marks, 122 5-marks, and that's in 90 games played. He's played a little bit more than his opponent, of course, who just lost the King Seat match. So Rich has had to go through the loser side for a bit of time. His win percentage is only 57.5, and he's throwing the Black Venom 17.7 gram. I'm going to guess super darts. And man, I'm telling you, his opponent tonight, not much different in stats when you think about it and do the games.
Yeah, you've got Duane Johannsen playing out of the Buzzard's Nest, and boy, is it busy at the Buzzard's Nest, as you will see here in just a moment. Nickname is Heartless, been playing for 34 plus years. Definitely a savvy veteran here 4.67 for the NPR. He's got a 61.8 win rate. He's also throwing those heartless 16.5 gram barrels. Now, here's some other interesting stats: 26 9 marks, 69 7 marks, 68 5 marks, and a single white horse to boot. So, yeah, and those games played, like you said. How many games is he? What's the game difference there?
It's 20. It's a 20 game difference.
So that's pretty much the significant reason why you're seeing that a little bit of a gap there, maybe in between Richard and Duane's averages. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Of course, our third place match. Who's gonna work their way back around to a guy from your neck of the woods, Mr. James Edwards.
Yeah, I can't wait. There you see the buzzard's nest. It's going to be the only point of view we have tonight. Calm it down, everybody in the chat. All right. Duane,
Yeah, exactly.
We've already figured out Duane is nowhere near a board that has streaming capabilities yet. Maybe next season, maybe Jacksonville. We'll see what happens. So until then,
I think you mean. Yeah, you meant Richard is nowhere near.
Okay. Duane is definitely near. So here's the deal. I'm taking Duane Johannsen, and I'm taking him for two different reasons. First, his nickname, his years played, the fact that he's played on the stream before just makes me pick Duane. Second, I'm going to guess that Rich is a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, which is just gross. So definitely going to go with Duane in this matchup. Will, I'm going to make it 9-7 as my final score prediction. What do you got?
Just to be that guy, I'm going to go opposite of you. I'm going to go Richard with the win, and that is only because you're going with Duane. So I'm going to go Richard with the win, and I'm going to go 9-6.
Okay. And what's your over-under on 9 tonight, bud?
I actually did not write anything down, but I'm going to go with 15 nines.
Ooh, I thought you were going to go up to 17. Yeah, I thought you were going to go up to 17 there. So I think 17 is a good number, but what do I know? I've just been right the past 2 times. We'll see what happens. Hey, only a 2-mark start for Rich Sterbenz. So let's talk the CSC Challenger Series. For those of you that are just watching for the first time, it is a double elimination style tournament. This is the third place match. So the winner will move on to the finals. The loser out in third place with still a win. And that win is $1,000 to the loser tonight. The winner moves on for $1,500 and a chance to play for $2,500. But the players will play a race at 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a 3-dart count up to start the match. We just saw Rich win that. That's why he's going first. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PBD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
and we're going for speed,
players will cork for start in the last leg decider. You didn't have to say you're welcome. You ruined it right there at the very end. As Duane Johannsen gets himself a 7 mark.
Starting it off now, but hey, as you can tell, not a lot of room there at the buzzard's nest for a couple matches to be played. But it just goes to show you, nonetheless, that darts is darts, and they're willing to work with what they got. So you see Jeffrey Johnson in the background there, walking to grab himself a beverage.
Yeah, he picked that board because he knew that was going to be also focused on the stream. I'm going to guess. No, I'm just kidding. Love Jeff. He's a great player. And it'll be cool to see him right next to Duane the whole time. Do you think that this would throw you off just how close those dartboards have to be to each other? Also, I don't know if you know this. Well, you do know this because you've seen the screen, right? Jeff's partner, he throws elbow out on Duane's side. Duane's throw, though, nice and smooth, gets himself another 7 mark after starting with a 2. And now in control.
This is the thing, though. A lot of these guys are used to those tight knit. Let's be honest, a lot of these bars in Wisconsin can be a little bit tight. And they usually fit a couple boards in there for league night. So, yeah, I mean, when you really think about it,
this is like airplane seat tight,
They're used to it. It's
like you might need to buy an extra seat on the airplane if you're over a certain size. I don't know if I'd be able to throw this close to the board next to me.
Mustache giving us a little input. He says the other thing is Duane stands on the right side of the line.
And it looks like this feller right here throws from the left side of the line. And sorry, for those of you from Wisconsin and Florida, a feller is just a country bumpkin way to say a person.
And our first person, Jacob, says, what's with the high silicone logo in the middle of the score? Well, at least we got a stream, so that's the thing that we're focused on here. We're working on it. We'll get it situated. But for tonight,
Jacob, that's a great transition to our new sponsor.
Hey, there we go.
We decided to put the logo right in the middle of the entire match, and that is High Silicon. Huge shout out to them for allowing us to use their logo and not even allowing us to ever get rid of it, even if we wanted to. We're
taking the Talladega Nights route here and just plastering it right in the middle.
Well, unfortunately, he was blocked by the High Silicon logo. Only got 2 bulls there.
And we actually physically put that on each board, so each board has that logo.
It's actually
embedded into the front.
It's signed. Each board is signed with High Silicon. It's raised a little bit. Look, it feels weird.
Nick is panicking in the background.
There we go. Leg number 1. He gets it through the High Silicon logo, and it is a 1-0 lead here for Duane Johannsen. DJ up 1-0. 5.05.
And we got some rookie numbers in this chat right now. Let's get this up. Let's share this around. Let your friends know we are live for our third place match here in Division number 2 of the CSC Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Richard Sterbenz of Jacksonville, Florida, taking on Duane Johannsen of somewhere in Wisconsin, aka
West Allis.
West Allis. So there you go.
Don't ask me where West Allis actually is located in the Wisconsin area. Is it near where the ears are? I'm not sure.
Just a trip 20 there for Richard. Is this an opportunity for Duane to kind of slide his way on in?
It's a suburb of Milwaukee. So there you go.
That's what I was thinking.
Appreciate you guys. I knew my Wisconsinites were going to help me out there.
You know what? Stop yelling at us, guys. Okay? Don't appreciate
even
it.
Paul Rogers, like, it's outside of Milwaukee, and I'm not even from there. I like how Chris, by the way, was just like, Google it. I'm not telling you. I should have just typed in. He's even watching from Wisconsin. He's like, I know exactly where this is, but I'm just gonna put Google it. You know,
it's better than what Hilger usually does to me, and he just puts in like the toughest names possible of where he's at in Wisconsin, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you're really gonna try to make me say that right now?
Cody's trying to get us in trouble, so we're not gonna fall under that trap. And then I love how Bill Vollmer tagged me in it to tell me it's part of Milwaukee. Bill, I can see your message without tagging me. Actually, it's just as useful that I do not see your tag, or if I don't see your tag, because it just tells me on my phone that, hey, someone tagged you in something. And then when I click on it, I still can't see the actual.
Well, there's our first 9.
Boom goes the Floridian there for Rick Sterbenz.
Had to think about that one.
You're crushing it.
We get a big 7 back from Duane.
You're still taking Rich, huh?
I don't know. We'll see.
Rich did defeat the young 18-year-old Mr. Tyler Hensey.
Let's say he had to play well there, so.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw his interview. I'm going to guess you didn't because I know you. Rich said, man, it was so hard.
Man, and
back
actually,
and forth battle.
You know what's funny is I actually did watch the interview, so joke's on you. And, Duane in with another 7.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Tell me, how's Rich feeling about tonight?
Yeah, he's feeling, pretty good.
Welcome to Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series, where Will lies to me, face to face too, and thinks that we're not friends enough for me not to know that he was lying. We are live for Division 2 and Will's Lies.
Who was it? Johnny Manziel that didn't they just give him a videotape that was blank? Said, you watch the film last night? Yeah, sure did. Okay.
The best thing is that the iPad that they gave him to watch film records how many minutes, seconds, hours you've spent watching it. 0.
Big old 0.
And he even in his interview held up like the universal sign for nothing. I didn't watch a single thing of film.
Wow. Well, Richard is in the driver's seat here. If he can just go ahead and capitalize and make this a 1-1 score line here.
Guys, let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. Let us know who you have in this one. Automatically doing so will enter you into tonight's live stream giveaway brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a $15 gift certificate. $15 gift certificate. It's the same ad read every week. You'd think I'd not mess that up by now. To A2ZDarts.com. All you gotta do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. We'll automatically enter you in for your chance to win that $15 gift certificate to A-ZDarts.com. And what a time for Rich to end leg number 1, because today marks the first day of the Win More 2024 launch. First of all, before I read this ad read, Will, can we talk about how awesome these products are?
There's some good ones, man.
Like, listen, I know this is I'm not saying this because I know Jason Watts in the chat, but Jason, send me free stuff. Like, I need that portable dart stand because that might be the best invention of all time, and I need to know if it works. I need that new throw line that has the raised hockey on it already. Come on, give me some of that.
Yeah, some good inventions indeed. How about that Whisper? That soundproof.
Oh yeah, I need that too. I have my kids in my house. Now I can put it upstairs. Put the dartboards upstairs in a bedroom that I'm gonna have in a week and a half. Come on, Jason, help
guys.
All these buy one get one free.
Available at A2ZDarts.com. There you go.
Yeah, so anyway, back to my original point of this. Today marks the first day of the Win More 2024 launch. Check out all the latest products from Win More, or check out the new Harrows products that launched last week. Head on over to A2ZDarts.com and click on the banner on their homepage for all of your Win More and Harrows shopping or sharpening. Also, you check out the Unicorn Ballista sale ending tomorrow, October 26th, and snag a Ballista set for only $65. Just click the banner on their homepage over at A-ZDarts.com.
Perfection. There we go. Going for the 18s. Gets them. Now up to Richard. Go ahead and attack these 17s here. Try to put some points on this board. Yeah, that's a little weird, isn't it? When did we see that happen?
For a Division 1, Division 2 match, yeah, this is really weird. For a match that I'm having with my friends, this is also really weird. So, Duane, a chance here to really take control. I like his throw so very much.
It's better than yours, bud.
Guys, for the 80,000th time, it's Win More. Yes, the research has been done. The company has been asked and talked to. It's why we now make that change. We know it looks like it says WinMow. We've been saying it like that way as an American for a long time. So for us to now turn it over to say Win More over and over and over again, we're probably saying it correctly now.
Guys, I can 100% guarantee you that the owners of the company looked at me and said it's Win More.
Yeah, right at his face because he meant that.
Looked at me and said, guys,
he was
Win
there.
More.
He was there in person. Plus, Jason Watts in the chat. You can ask him. And he'll say the exact same thing. Jason, I got you, buddy. That's like throwing a Maloney double there in the chat. No, it's not a British accent thing. Although it might be a British accent thing. But it's the name of his wife, right? Late wife?
No, it was the name, I believe, of the original owner. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, is it actually the original owner?
Yeah, the original owner. I think their last name was Winmore. Whatever, founder, owner, same thing.
Sugar, if you just talk, you make people mad. So whatever you're going to do, just do whatever you normally do. Paul Rogers asked, how do I qualify for shooting the CSC Challenger Series? You guys are just on one tonight, aren't you? Aren't you in the chat, huh?
So
I love you guys. I'll tell you in a minute. They're still playing this leg. Duane Johannsen's winning. He needs 3 bowls, and then I'll tell you that whole spiel just for you, Paul.
About to wrap it up. Big double.
Well, that'll do it. Just a little 2-darter here. And hey, do you want to know how to become eligible to play in major PPD events like the CSC Challenger Series, Paul?
I.
It's weird. That was exactly Paul's voice, too. Players become eligible for those by playing in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Hey, guess what? Leagues are starting daily. So get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. That map will show any locations with G3 boards within the PPD system. I know, it's shocking, right? They're also always accepting new members. So if you don't see anything in your area, have your vendor contact them on the website. Boom goes the dynamite. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. Boom goes the dynamite. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. Consistently playing 1 league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today. And if anyone else, if we find a lack in 9s, just know that I will be reading that ad read one more time, because every time I read it, about half the time, there's a 9 mark.
I am loving this approach from Richard. Just hammering away, getting rid of this game as quick as possible.
I love how Brett Davis asked me immediately after I finished the spiel. Boom goes the Wisconsinite there for Duane Johannsen. Says any 9 mark you can do, I can do it a little bit later on. Royal, it's one of our sponsors for the Siege and for To The Point Streaming. We love the Checkered Flag Tavern. Been there multiple times. It is one of my favorite places to go as we get back-to-back 9s now from these 2 players. Rich has 3 on the afternoon.
Yeah, 3 compared to Duane's
Hawaii.
1. Folks, this is just the entertainment level we got for you, and it's sad to say that we're going to have a little break here before we get into that women's what is it, mixed event?
The Women's Challenger Series. That's going to be a mixed event. The Women's Challenger Series is unique in the sense that they get to actually bring their own partners each week. It can be any guy or girl even. That doesn't matter if they're qualified or not qualified through the PPD, as long as they can physically be in the same room together.
My goodness. Another white horse.
So AKA, if I think Cheyenne Richards may be in this, so if she wants to, she can choose to, play with Gates one day, and then the next weekend maybe she's playing with Daryl Cortez, or
exactly.
She can just kind of pick and choose, or maybe she picks Bram Rivera one weekend. I mean, you just never know, and it's going to be every Monday. We're doing 8:00 Central Time for this bad boy, so looking forward to that one.
Jesus, Duane. Sorry, he's staying in this leg after the start. Like, this is a close leg. He could win this leg. What happened?
Why didn't Duane?
Never mind. Never mind. Rich just said, let me just slam this door real quick before Duane does anything. That was crazy, guys. A 5.82 to a 5.8 in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. Will, I'm going to let you speak now.
I was just saying. I don't mean to be
rude. Hey, Jason, I'm just kidding.
Don't mean to be rude, but Duane's Heartless nickname is kind of dumb.
He's a Kanye West fan.
No.
You make me feel
he had the perfect chance to use The Rock.
Yeah, Duane The Rock Johannsen.
Come on now.
For sure.
Come on now.
Not even close to the most logical nickname, but that's okay. He's allowed to pick whatever he can pick.
It's okay.
Well, speaking of nicknames, I actually asked Richmond in our interview. I was like, I know you used to go by the King. Is that still your nickname? And he's like, all the old heads still call me that, but just getting back into the game, it's the only nickname I've ever been given. So, which I think would make it even more interesting if he does make it to the final, where we were talking about King James now versus King
there you go.
Richard. So this will be pretty interesting if that happens.
Yeah, Shannon, we understand why he's had the Heartless moniker, and honestly, he does play a little bit heartless on the dartboard. You see, Rich get rid of the dartboard. You see Rich get rid of the high ground there on the 20s without the point lead. That's a really smart dart. But I'm just letting you know that the Rock would have been wonderful.
Yeah, you see comb-overs in here talking about it now. Garrett Rakowski.
Oh my gosh.
Calling the Rock from now on.
Garrett's like the nicest human in the world.
He really is. But
over.
that comb-over was vicious, mate, my guy.
Well, the Rock right now is about to put the people's elbow on this guy thrown on the board next to him. Because they are in close quarters. Maybe the objects look closer than they appear. No, I didn't think so. We need to go to all these places and just, get a good lay of the land.
Are we able to move this player cam at all, Nick, or no? Oh, baby.
That's good. Because why did you decide on this? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to guess because he wants you to look out and see how many people are there watching.
I really want to see how this bar looks. That's what I really want to see. Oh yeah, this baby's small. They got dartboards in the back too.
Oh yeah, they do. Either that or that person has some weird form on the drink he's drinking.
What a bar!
That's the Buzzard Nest in West Allis, Wisconsin. One of the many, many, many bar locations for darts in Wisconsin. That's why they have the largest dart tournament for soft tip in the world, probably.
Yeah,
it's got to be the world. Maybe not Japan. I take it back now.
Yeah, Japan has some. I heard Japan and Hong Kong have some pretty crazy dart bars.
Well, look at the timing on that 9 mark from Rich. I mean, just steals the leg. He stole Tyler's hand last week, and now he's stealing Duane's leg.
Wow, did you really just do that? That was atrocious, beautiful. Sean Green.
It was beautiful.
Someone do not cancel Sean for that reference he just made, please.
I'm just saying, Rich is the Darth Vader to his Han Solo.
Well, Rich steals the leg away there. Gets it. Back-to-back legs for Rich.
The second reference was even better, and this is annoying that you all have the mic right now because Nick laughed.
I know. I'm trying not to. 5.82 for Richard, and then 5.55 Richard the next leg. So some really good stuff there.
The not good stuff is Nick still yawning into the mic week after week after we keep
telling
him not to. His mic is so good because it picks it up clearly.
He's good for 5 yawns a night.
That's the over-under it typically tends to be. Guys, who do you have in this one? Let us know in the chat. Automatically doing so into you in tonight's live stream giveaway. $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. Get yourself some of those Win More products that just came out today.
To be honest, we're kind of cruising along here.
How about those new soldier darts?
Let's be honest. I'm just kidding.
Well, they did lose on Monday, good. So
they did look good.
No, they honestly look real good. And Soldier's been thrown with them for a while. It's been part of his success.
That was the funny thing is I kind of saw the prototype at Charlotte Nationals, and then we went to the UK afterwards and
you saw him in person for the very first time.
Saw him in person and
first American to ever see him.
Oh, Leonard Gates' darts. The look on their eyes. What? Oh, I just saw.
That's funny,
week, guys.
That is hilarious, actually. That they were shocked that you knew whose darts they were. The one thing that I do love about both these players, right, is they're both sponsored by like the big local sponsor in their area.
Yeah.
Right. So you got Duane, who's sponsored by Booyah Darts. You have Rich, that's sponsored by Super Darts, which really does represent that great local player aspect of it. You know that they're a great local player if they're sponsored by those companies. if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes sense. And I mean, Booyah Darts is good about that. Super Darts is good about in their neck of the woods too, or somewhat nationwide. I mean, they're kind of both starting to grow nationwide presences. So,
and this is for no reason other than just to point out that the only player that's left in the CSC Challenger Series who is not sponsored is James Edwards. Not a single sponsor.
not a single one, huh? Well, Sean Green is now announcing he's sponsoring James Edwards.
Nope. We sponsor we sponsor Trevor Sellers, whatever his name is.
You just said no on air?
No, I mean I would love to if I had a company that would sponsor players. But it would be a worthless sponsorship. Be like, hey, you can wear whatever you want because I don't have a jersey. And you can throw whatever you want because I don't have darts. So it does you no benefit to be sponsored by me. Good luck. Here's $20.
Well, everyone in chat, if you can't tell, Sean's been loving this commentary stretch he's been on. Shout out to the boys here, though. You guys have been going at it for a while now with all the different events back to back, it feels like. So everyone check, give them a round of applause for Sean and Will.
Let's be honest. This break couldn't come soon enough for a little bit here, Sean. We're not mean to be that people, but yeah. We need a break.
Well, I knew going into October, right, that it was the busy time of the year, specifically for everything that I'm doing. And then you have Nick, who's just killing it with traveling to Bullshooter every weekend, it seems like now, that I'm sure he wasn't really prepared to do right off the bat, and then comes back here still Monday, Wednesday, and kills it with the CSC Challenger Series. So all three of us honestly have been working our tails off, and that's great. It's the best compliment that we can be given, is that we keep getting not, and these are, I mean, TOC, probably the most premier soft tip event in North America. You have the Continental Cup that Will and I were just at, probably the premier steel tip. It is the premier steel tip event in North America. Will is working for the premier ESPN dart company right now every weekend. So we have the most watched show right now, CSC Challenger Series, streamed every week. So it's awesome. It's really cool. It's definitely all of Will's talent that allows us to be better.
I don't know about that, sir.
And we just ramble until Will's ready to talk again. Yes, Adrian, I'm a teacher. So 5 days a week, I'm also teaching.
Big 7 mark there from Duane. Gets him out in front by just a little bit here, but Richard could quickly close those doors on the 19th. Do it now. Yep. Gone.
Bye-bye to the 19 pie. Rich has been throwing phenomenal tonight. He's had that one leg that he kind of hit that 9 mark to steal it against the throw. But Duane's been right there too. These guys are showing why they're in the 3rd place match of the CSC Challenger Series in Division 2, especially as first timers.
That's number 4 tonight for Nick on Yawns.
That's number 18 of cussing for Nick tonight. Into our ears.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just say you guys can have a good night. You know, me, Johnny Jenkins, we're hopping on the mic. It's just us now.
All right, sweet. It's good because your job otherwise is done, right? You just have to hit like the button to go to the break. No wonder you're yawning. You got nothing else to do but just zone off into the world. You don't even hear us speak anymore. There's no way. You know how I know that is because when I say funny stuff, you're on a 3-minute or 3-second delay of laughing at it, because it takes your brain longer to process my voice specifically, because you hear it all the time.
Well, I think looks like Richards could go into this break here with the advantage. Look at this, 5-6, 6-0.
Well, knock on wood, or else you just ruined it for him.
He don't need to knock on wood. He's gonna hit it here.
Well, Duane, we saw him earlier tonight. Just hit a nonchalant 5 mark on the bowl, just to stay in it.
And how about this timing too? Because it's been 35 minutes since we started
Yeah.
the show. Probably they've been playing
We
for
rambled
20
for an extra-
minutes.
Yeah, we rambled for an extra little bit. Yeah, Benny Durst, this is Division 2.
Yeah. What this has become 5.53, 5-0. Richard Sterbenz takes the 4-3 advantage going into break.
I'm so excited to see these averages when we come out of the break, because it's going to be, yeah. We talked about this weekend with Gordon with Gordon Dixon, right? Because he did the original season 1 and season 2 with DJ, and for them, Division 2 was a much lower level of competition than we have now, and he couldn't believe that what we were talking about with the averages in Division 2, because every week it's fun no matter what. I'm excited to be here. Will's excited to be here. Nick was kind of iffy about tonight, but that's okay. And we're going to take this break. When we come back, we're going to finish out this third place match. But until then, it's great to hear from these two players, Duane Johannsen and Rich Sterbenz. So stay tuned.
My name's Rich Sterbenz, playing at a cue ball for Coleman Music and Entertainment.
Well, Rich Sterbenz, welcome to the CSC Challenger Series, making your stream debut in what is set to be a great match here against Duane Johannsen in the third place match of Division 2. Those are going to be seeing you for the first time, Rich. Can you tell us how long you've been playing darts and what got you into the sport?
Been playing for probably a little over 20 years off and on. I took a brief hiatus, probably 14, 15 years I stopped playing. I played at the house now and then, but, life, raising a family, and my wife bought me a grand board for my birthday one year, and that's it. I just got hooked again and started playing all over again.
Well, you're playing great right now. You're in the top 3 of Division 2. In the 4th place match, you face none other than Tyler Hensey, who has the highest Division 2 average, and bested him. Can you talk us through that match?
Back and forth, very stressful. It didn't matter what either one of us hit. We came back with an answer. So it came down to who missed a dart. He's a phenomenal shot. It was just super stressful.
All your matches have been stressful. Your first round matchup was against a previous champion and Chris Watson, and tonight you have no easy match either. Duane Johannsen, what's going to be your game plan to get on top?
Just take it game by game. Just do what I can do and try the best I can.
And then if you end up besting Duane tonight and you get to the finals of the CSC and make your first finals appearance, how would that make you feel?
I'd be pretty excited. Since that was the gentleman, Mr. Edwards, who put me in the losers, it'll be nice to come back and see if I can do a little bit more damage.
And then anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Thanks for everybody who reached out. Thanks for Super Darts for giving me great product and believing in me, giving me opportunities. And thanks to my wife for letting me do something that I'm so passionate about. And thanks for you guys for, doing what you guys do, man. Because without you guys, none of this would be possible.
Well, it's certainly appreciated. Well, Rich, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in what is set to be a great third place match here in Division 2. So shoot well, my friend.
This is Rich Sterbenz. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Ooh, Leonard Gates. But we're not going to get the 6 dart out. Just immediately lost my confidence. We'll see. Ooh. I will finish this up, and then we'll move on to steel tip. Right in the bottom corner. Oh, God.
This is Duane Johannsen. I play out of the Buzzard's Nest in West Dallas, and I play for Red Novelty.
Well, welcome back, Duane, to the third place match in the CSC Challenger Series. Last time we saw you, it was a great King Seat match against James Edwards. Can you talk us through how that match was for you? What was going through your head?
Just trying to stay focused. It was a really good match. Obviously, it came down to the last game.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun playing against him.
If you win tonight, you'll get to do it again. It's the third place match here. You against Rich Sterbenz. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top?
I don't know anything about him, so I'm just going to try to play my game. I really don't have any strategy because I've never seen him play, so I'm kind of in the wind here.
Well, let's say you win tonight and go on to win the next 2 weeks as well in this Division 2. What would it mean for you to win the CSC and be able to call yourself the Division 2 champion?
It would actually mean quite a bit. It would be cool to have that after my name. If you know what I'm saying, it's be a champion. This isn't an easy event to win.
It certainly is not, as Division 1 finals are now locked in. Mike Maloney versus Ram Guevara. Do you have any predictions for that one?
The way Ram played the other night, whew, he was on fire. But you still got to double dip Maloney, so I still have to go with Mike.
Oh, there you go. And then is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsor, Booyah Darts, the Buzzard's Nest, for allowing me to do this. And of course, like always, my wife and son for getting me to and from darts and, everything that goes along with that.
Well, we're excited to see you on the dartboard once again. Duane Johannsen versus Rich Sterbenz, going to be coming at you for the third place of Division 2. Duane, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
This is Duane Johannsen for the CSC Challenger Series.
Alrighty, here we go. Duane Johannsen,
50% tonight.
Rich Sterbenz. This has been pretty tight knit, back and forth. Richard has won back-to-back legs one time in this affair. But other than that, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, there's been one break of throw each from each player. Other than that, it's been hold to throw, and it's been honestly very quick, high-quality darts. There was one leg that it went down to the 17s before there was a single point thrown in the leg. So I like what both players are bringing. They're bringing that high silicon out action, and I really am so impressed with Duane's throw. Like, I like how quick he is able to get back into the same exact set that he was in previously. It looks like he's not even going to be tired after the end of this, no matter what. There's no force in his throw.
We'll see if the outcome comes out in your favor or my favor. You got Duane, I've got Richard. But so far... Okay, go ahead and close. I don't mind that move.
Not at all.
And a big triple.
Smart move.
Yep.
Yeah, no matter what. And if you're going to do the 19s at some point, you just know you're going to have to get rid of that 20. With only 20 points scored on it, got to get rid of that high ground. And how about Ginger turning in the chat saying, hey guys, just commenting to win a prize, as I know neither person, but hoping to see a good match. So far, if you stick around, it's going to be good darts. That is for sure. Ginger was in the Indy area for quite a while and really kind of became a good figure that we saw all the time in the Indy dart community. It was awesome while she was here.
Okay, I got those averages for you here, bud. I got going into this, Richard Sterbenz was a 4.62. Duane Johannsen was a 4.67. How about right now? I got averages of 4.70 and a 4.83.
Okay, so they're both raising their average.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
Brett
they
Davis, you're
are.
absolutely right. Oh, you're still here, Ginger? Sorry, I thought I saw a comment where you were going back home, so that's why. Maybe that's just for the weekend or something. I apologize.
And Richard has the 4.7.
Yeah,
That first
honestly
leg
doesn't surprise me. Yeah,
That first leg at 2.63 kind of hurt him there, but
you think?
yeah.
It's actually impressive that he's throwing the average that he is with the 2.63 in there. Yeah, I've been impressed by both players. I don't know how else to put it. They both shot
It's
very well. They both hit 9 marks. Rich is definitely power scoring. But Duane just seems nice and smooth and relaxed.
Could be the last game of the season. No going back now.
I'm so annoyed right now that I can't. Don't tell me. Nobody put in the chat. Give me a minute.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll say it again because he says it a couple times.
Nope, I know exactly. I know it. I know he says it more than once. It's
Duane
Waterboy.
Johannsen. What?
Waterboy.
Oh, you are correct.
I had to grab it from the memory bank of my brain there for that one.
Couldn't resist. Could not resist that one. Duane for the leg
ball
win
game.
here.
He got it. He got it. He just wanted to make sure throw a little extra in that last one. Brian watching from Whitewater, Wisconsin. Let's go Heartless 9-8 score line. South Dakota's watching along. Guys, let us know where you're tuning in from. We got Ohio in the chat. Doing so will automatically enter in tonight's live stream giveaway for a $15 gift certificate to A2ZDarts.com. It's like straight cash, homie. So all you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. You will be entered in for your chance to win. Allie's in Clearwater, Florida. Brian's in Whitewater, Wisconsin. And that just seems like a good Wisconsin-Florida battle on its own, don't you think?
For sure. It's getting ready to be that kind of time of the year for Wisconsin where it gets a little snowy up there. Ruh-roh. I had to be the one that mentioned it. That's the only. Oh my goodness.
The good news is that we have El Nino this year, so it's supposed to be a little bit of a warmer winter in the Midwest. Just FYI. Not to get too much into we have better things to talk about than just the weather, like I do with a coworker when I'm walking out of the school every day. I have nothing else that I can talk to them about except for the weather and what day it is of the week.
Man, that's the only. I love Wisconsin.
Already Wednesday, that's the go-to.
I love Wisconsin in general. I mean, Nick, lacrosse is beautiful, man. That area is pretty nice. But
I highly recommend taking walks out there.
Early morning times probably best.
Yeah, grab a coffee from the Quick Trip and just enjoy the scenes.
And walk back to the hotel.
Hey, nature's first green is gold. It's the hardest hue to hold.
Then if you're
that sunrise, you got to be up for it.
Then
look at this from Rich. I mean, just running away like a freight train, and he's never coming back in this one.
If you're lucky in Wisconsin, somebody will catch you on video walking back too.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, this is pretty impressive from Rich, though. 6.25.
Oh, yeah.
Need to.
How about Chris watching live from the Buzzard's Nest? Saying, let's go, Duane. Chris, can you let Duane know that his new dark nickname, while Heartless was great and we loved it, is now Duane The Rock Johannsen. And I'm sure he's gotten that multiple times. However, now it's just official.
It is official.
And if he doesn't decide to make that change right now, it's just going to be karma and he's going to lose this match. So it's up to him. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to put that on him.
Mike Maloney giving us a little input there. And you can see Duane waiting.
Yep. I mean, again, and he throws out his arm a little bit, right? He can't wait too long. There's a timer on the board.
I think
Shannon.
he just beat that out too.
Shannon, you're right. I know. Nice 5 mark there from Rich. Duane drops the dart there, going to pick it up, dust it off, and whew, that dart. I thought it was a fake dart that he threw there for a split second.
Richard with a possible opportunity here.
Oh yeah,
he took a shot. You got to take a shot there.
Yep. It doesn't matter what level you're at, guys. That third dart needs to be that dart. It's not a hero dart. It's the smart play, because right now Duane has the higher ground and the advantage, and now it's going to be a 6 point swing every time a triple's hit with Rich on those 18s.
Oh my!
Now's the
Look
time.
at this.
Wow, he stays on it. Boom goes the dynamite there for Richard Sterbenz.
That's number 5 for him this evening. 2 going Duane's way. So could it be? No.
Or could it not be? That is the question. Whether it is noble. I got to stop there. Back to back. Back to back. That's 6 triple 18s in a row.
You can do it.
He's hitting more threes than Steph Curry right now.
Okay, wow. This could be a big leg here. I mean, leg
I'm
number
MI.
10, folks. And Richard has an opportunity to kind of steal away this. I'd go 2. Go.
Yep.
Okay. You got to close it. Yep, there he goes. But the big double, too.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Rich, I'm only going to like you if you continue on that treble route.
This is a big moment for Richard right now. He's
turned the tables completely.
He's turned the table
7.2 right now. This is Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. Mike Maloney's even wowing in the chat. Yes, the higher ground thing's important. Not if you hit back-to-back 9 marks on the other number. That's not.
It just
that's how
goes
you kind of shut that down real quick.
It just goes to show you there's so many quality, talented individuals in the Partners Promoting Darts program, and things are just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. We saw it in the averages as we started this CSC, and we're seeing it here in this match. Look at the averages these guys are producing. I mean, we're not far off from Division I here. I mean, these guys could play in Division I and still win some matches.
Guys, I have great news.
Let's hear it.
It's my lucky day because I'm blessed. One of my Facebook friends wants to send me money for no reason. So all I have to do is send them my Cash App.
Beautiful.
Man, yes.
Beautiful. If you
give that to him right now,
just send that money to me. It'll be okay.
Well, it's someone I don't know. I don't know anything about their name or anything like that, but man, they're just reaching out, trying to be friendly. As we're live on the live stream, so they definitely know who I am. So I'm just excited to get this money for free, for no reason other than because it's a blessed day.
215s, and he gets it with 1 onto the Bulls. Ends it with a double. No, it goes back. Well, no, he went for it.
What we've
How about
noticed,
Pops in the chat saying hello from Goddard, Kansas?
What we've noticed tonight is Duane has had the consistency the entire night, but we've noticed so much more explosiveness from Rich, and he's had those big lows or those low lows and those big highs. And it's really going to be a question of if he levels out again, and if he does, is Duane able to capitalize?
Well, that was a 5.90 in that leg.
That was good. That was a good remark there, though, Nick. Because really, when you look at it, here's a couple big legs for him and a couple not so good legs. So 5.82. 5.55, 5.79, 5.90, and then on the back end you've got the 2.63 that opened up us the match, 3.14, and then you also have the 3.57, which isn't. It's there, but it's just not too tasty when all the others are in the fives.
I mean, if all the others are in the fives, that's all right to have one of those. How about Mr. Gates is in the chat? Worldwide representation of darts. Brand new Win More Darts just came out. Says,
Yep.
oh, you're going to have to give up something. I don't know what he's referring to there. I'm going to guess it's something that you said, Will, about Monday night. You were really harsh to Leonard the entire time on Monday night.
Get out of here. Get out of here. No.
Didn't pick him to win.
Yeah.
I mean, just awful. Leonard,
Yeah,
I'm so
sure.
sorry for the disrespect that he showed you.
Go watch that back, buddy. Go watch that back. Quite the opposite.
Oh, he says that money. So there you go.
All right, Duane. 18s to close. Yeah, no harm, no foul. 3 singles is fine there, especially when you get that 100-point lead.
Brett bring up a great point there in the comments. Those off legs are the difference between Division 1 and Division 2, and that seriously is the difference. It's not the ability of the player; it's the ability to how long they can keep up that level of game.
It's 100%
It's
accurate. It's why when you
Consistency.
it's why when you play in a tournament, like say like Florida State Dart tournament, you're in Division 6, and you played a couple tough matches, but you're throwing a little bit above your average, and you're throwing great, and then you run into a team that throws a 4.5 each of you, and now you got some sandbaggers there, right? But really what happened was those guys just shot, or girls just shot what they have the talent level to shoot at the right time against you.
Certainly.
They're not going to shoot that in the next round,
Well,
and if one person runs through the entire bracket and never loses a leg, okay, sure. But when that happens, they had a good tournament. You have to play higher than your average to win these things. You have to.
yeah, absolutely you do. And one of the reasons that we're seeing these high ceilings and big drop offs from Rich is he was out of the game for a long time, has only just been getting back into it the last year or two. And so that muscle memory, that ceiling is still there from when he was playing consistently all those years ago. And the question is, when can he channel it? And that's why we're seeing such a dramatic difference between a 5-8 the last leg and then in the 3s this leg.
Well, this one's going in favor of
right?
in favor of Duane, but Richard with another one of those kind of unfortunate legs, just a 3.17 here for him. So mark it down.
But he does have that separation.
Yeah.
He does
But
not have
still.
to. He can just hold his throw and win the match from this point. Royal, Monday's match should absolutely be available at this point in time. I'm going to guess that you just maybe didn't see the spot where it is. I don't know. It should be right there. It should have been there way before today.
Yeah, we'll get you a link, Royal. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, Mike Maloney says, yep, take that. William. He's actually bringing it up himself. The Willie Walker match a few seasons ago. Yeah, we remember that one. I was hot into the break. Yeah, you're up 6-1, and then not so much. Yeah, I think you learned a valuable lesson that day, which happens, right? You learn those lessons. It's why you're the king seat here in season 5, and why you rolled through the king seat in season 4. That's lessons from season 1 that carry you over. Even the best online have to learn from time to time.
Well, Sterbenz takes the opportunity at the 18s, goes ahead and closes.
Now, again, this is another moment where if Duane hits that first triple on the 17s, get rid of the 19 right away, go right back to the triple. Yeah, you're not going to have the point lead, but you still aren't playing with the higher ground anymore, or you are playing with a higher ground. Shannon, I'm going to guess that's I know it's Dwayne's relative. I'm gonna guess maybe wife, based on she's about ready to fight those guys on the board next to her or next to Dwayne. It's okay. They're probably playing for like $30-$45 right now. Dwayne's barely playing for $1,000.
In
Wow.
the other players'
Wow.
defenses. I'm just gonna jump in.
I'm just kidding. There's nothing that the players can do. Dwayne shoots from that side of the board, and they are actually being very respectful. You can definitely tell that.
Well, think about the inverse. Would you rather them move their league match and have them more space, but have less support of the players you probably play with week to week? That's the other thing too.
Yeah, they really have been very conscientious of letting him throw before they're getting in the way. Citizens of Riley, truer words have never been written into the chat. This is so much better without baggage.
At least one person thinks so. Alrighty, so
that was interesting.
Is this a door opener?
Oh, it's
this
wide
could be
open.
a door opener.
With doors wide open
into the sunlight.
Oh, and he did not walk through it at all.
Oh no! Those are shots that win matches right there. Those are shots that win matches. If you give those away, you're going to lose.
And those are also shots that will lose legs there. Yeah, that's what we're saying. There's nothing different that the players can do in this situation. Any of them. They're playing exactly the way they need to. Yeah, of course we know, Jeff. There's Rich getting that leg on the board. He does. Whew, that was close because Rich gave Dwayne that opportunity to steal the leg and get right back into a tie ball game. You're 100% accurate there, Will. That those are those legs that, and those moments that can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yep. And the last two legs, honestly, haven't been really the best. 4.11 and a 4.25 are the winning averages in the last two legs. So we just hit that little down moment in a roller coaster ride. We got to work it back up, and a big 7 mark from Duane to do so.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be.
It's expected
that continues that way. And if you're Dwayne, you're feeling pretty good about the fact that the last two legs are a 4-point something and a 4-point something, because you can easily shoot higher than that. So the opportunities are still going to be there that Rich is going to give him. Now, the first thing he's got to do is hold his throw every time, which he is taking care of business here in this leg so far.
Here's my question for you guys is right now watching these two guys, they both have lost to James Edwards. Do you feel like right now either of these guys' performance in this is going to be able to beat James Edwards in the finals?
Yes, I would say that both of these performances from these two players would be good enough to beat James, depending on how James is playing, or depending on the timing of the leg and when they're hitting these big scores. Rich is power scoring at a ridiculous clip, and Dwayne's just been very consistent. It's tough to beat either of those style of play. James is going to be ready for next week. He's not going to go into it thinking that he's going to win. He's going to go into it expecting to win, but being prepared for that, especially since he's played both these players before. That's actually a huge advantage, in my opinion, to James. But yes, both these players are throwing well enough to beat him. Yeah, Brett Davis, you're not wrong there. As we get up, boom goes the dynamite from Rich as soon as I say that the power scoring is tough to beat. Yeah, 497 is probably top 30.
Big dart there at the end.
Yeah, that's a huge steal there. And that's the type of moment that you're talking about, right, Will? You got to hit that dart.
Yep. And we kind of dropped off after those last two legs. I'm just finishing up some math here. Richard's at a 4.64 going into this leg. So There's a little bit of a drop off.
Well, Duane, no pressure there. Clears out with a 5.17, defeating a 4.6 that would have won the last two legs. And that's what we're talking about here with as far as like the consistency goes. But hey, 6-7. This is still anybody's ball game. I had Duane winning 9-7, so when you know, you know. Someone let me know when that time frame is for what I just said so that we can clip that when Duane wins 9-7.
Will Sean be right?
I'm just going to stop talking until I'm proven wrong. Because otherwise I've done my job, you know? All right, I'm proven wrong. All right, Duane. This is not the stuff we need right now, okay? Huge shout out to both these players. Again, the loser tonight gets $1,000. Whew. It's a good loss.
Yeah, I would say so. That'll buy you a new pair of shoes. Well, maybe some shoes these days.
Well, this is obviously going to be taken as my fault. 100%. I should know better as a experienced commentator, not to say those things, but Duane's going to 9 mark the 16s just to make it interesting. Never mind. Gosh, it was such a good dart. All right, so he's going to have his back against the wall here, unless some sort of crazy miracle happens. And it's going to be 8-6. He's going to have to win the last 3 on the spin in order to stay in the CSC Challenger Series because Rich is just dominating a 6.25.
Wow.
It's got to be nice to know if you're Rich, if you play that leg one more time, you're in the finals of Division 2.
That was not the time to throw a 2-0 there for Duane. His back's up against the wall here. Gonna have to, like you said, he's gonna have to win all of them now. He's gonna have to win outright. Going into that last leg is a 4.63, and Duane's actually fallen off to a 4.54.
Yep, just gotta stay focused in there.
Is this an opportunity for Richard?
He doesn't take full advantage of that.
Nope.
Duane still has the higher ground and doesn't really even need to be aggressive on closing the 19s. That's good enough. He could have honestly stayed on the 20 one more time. Yeah, Mike, wouldn't it be so much fun to play those types of darts? Either throw a 3 or a 6? Or would you quit darts? Because like I'm actually curious with how consistent you play if that's just a mind-bending situation for you. What if it was 8s or 3s?
Five mark for Richard. So I would go ahead and close the door here early if you're Duane.
See, and again, I wouldn't. The first 2 darts at 20. Actually, the first dart at 20 and then 18 on the last 2 because of the 2 darts for the close. Although these guys have been hitting doubles better than Mike Maloney has tonight. Not saying much, but you know what I'm saying. Duane's got to keep hitting that.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got to keep making contact with that.
I thought he would stay there with all 3 after that first start miss, just in case. But he's gonna get away with it here.
Darian asking, next season, can we get a Maloney double counter? We don't want to give him too much credibility. Ever.
Not never ever. Just 3.
Yeah, and that was an opportunity there. Again, if you're Duane, I'm throwing my first 2 darts at the 20 no matter what happens. He's going to take a look on dart 2, but see how he goes back up on dart 3 anyway? Then why throw the second dart at it? You know, like that's what I'm talking about there. He hit it. Who cares? But Mike, we probably need both hands. You missed on the inside more than you probably think that you did. And I remember you missing on the outside at least twice this season. There's a big darts from DJ. And Duane Johannsen.
Yeah, big 8 mark. That is gonna.
The next leg's the important one.
Yep, run this to a 8-7 score line.
Nick with the 7th yawn of the evening. He's breaking a record himself.
He is full in to the yawns right now. It's making us tired by the
that
second
one's in the bowl, so he's gonna wave that off and let him know, hey, that second one's in the bowl. Yeah, he's just gonna go up there and yeah. They have these rules in place for the person that's going to fight it, right? That being said, these guys have never played each other before. You're going to trust your opponent at this high level.
You should,
situation,
and plus, you know,
especially when you're on the stream.
Yep.
Although there have been people that have been caught cheating on streams before, not here in the CSC Challenger Series, but I'm talking like during COVID. I remember that whole fiasco with everything. It's like talk about bold moves, right?
Oh, they can't tell. Yeah, it's today's world where everything's almost 1080p.
All right, guys, this is the leg. 8-7. Duane's got to break Rich's throw. So if you're Duane, the pedal is to the metal in this leg. And he's got to hope for Rich to start off a little bit slow. I said he's got to hope for Rich to start off a little bit slow. That last dart was huge. 5 mark will do. Will, you still alive?
Yes, all good here.
Okay. I can't see your camera.
I know. I'm trying to fix it right now.
Oh, you're good. That's why I asked. I didn't know if I was just going to talk to myself throughout the void of this leg. Yeah, that first start's a blocker. That's why he's upset with it.
See what he does with
Again,
that, though.
Take out the 20s then. That makes perfect sense just to get rid of the 20s now. Because no matter what, he's going to throw that third dart at the 20. So you might as well do it on dart 2. Big 7 mark from Duane. That one it works out great for him.
I love him staying downstairs for the first 2 and then taking a look. Try to force it in regardless, because you're right. He is going to throw the 20 regardless. You might as well stay in the same area you're already lined up on. I also don't even agree with him backing off to reshoot that second dart there. I think that if he was a little bit more mentally blocked than he was physically blocked.
That's fair. Well, Duane now with the high ground. Again, if he plays this, that's beautiful. Great 6 mark. He's in control. He has oh, there you go. There were girls walking into the room that stopped him from throwing. It was not a anything to do with the situation. Look at that from Rich. Yeah, big 7 mark.
Good shot there, but I mean, Duane still got the point lead, but he's down houses. So, yep, go to the 16s, then take a shot, back to the 16s.
Yep. And again, that's where I like the first 2 on the 16s, and then
take
a shot. You're gonna take a shot,
and I could agree with that.
Oh boy! Wow! Boom goes the dynamite there for Richard Sterbenz. That's number 10, and it was the most important 9 mark so far. DJ has to answer now, and he answers only with a 5. Yeah, that's something that Duane can't even. He just shrugs his shoulder. He's throwing a 5-5 in this leg that he has to throw really well. I told you before, Rich had to feel good knowing that if he shot a 6-2 in any of the last 3 legs, that he was going to win the match. And right now, he is proving that to be true.
Yeah, great stuff here from Richard.
But he lets him off the hook a little bit. Now, he still can't get the point lead and close the 18s, but this might be a situation where you get those 2 triple 15s. Never mind.
I feel like it's just a little too much. Yeah, we'll see. Richard's got to come up here. He's got to close us out.
That's a good first dart. There it is. Yeah, and that might put the nail in the coffin here for Duane, who has shot phenomenal again today. He's averaging a 5.2 in a leg that he had to shoot, one of his best legs, and he is absolutely doing so. What a dart. Well, okay. You never know. Rich still needs 2 bulls. Oh, boy. He needs this. This is a big dart. Got it. Richard Sterbenz will be in the finals of the CSC Challenger Series Division 2. So it's going to be Florida versus Indiana. And unfortunately, that does it for DJ Duane Johannsen. Heartless falls a little short, but congratulations on 3rd place and $1,000 for the Wisconsinite. And Richard Sterbenz, Super Darts, sponsored player, is now in the finals of Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. He is going to try and get revenge on the man who took him out of the winner's side, and that's James Edwards. What a match. The scoring power there from Rich was the difference, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. The scoring power was there. He had a couple off legs, but he had some great legs too. He had a 6.25. He had a 5.79.
He lost a leg with a 5.8.
Yeah, exactly. Just impressive stuff all the way around from Richard Sterbenz. And let me just do a little math here. 16. Overall, the averages say it really wasn't as impressive as we think, but I could be off here. I've got him at a 4.5, which seems like a little off for me.
For which player?
For Richard. So that seems like a little bit off.
I don't know. He had 2 legs in the threes.
Well, you got to think
that's not going to do that.
He was at a 4.63, and then he threw. There's no way. I missed something there. So I'm gonna guess he ended the day at a 4.7.
That's fair.
Just kind of looking at numbers.
You guess it every week anyway, so might as well just do it again.
Yeah, I might as well. Whatever. Okay.
Hey, speaking of forgetting things, don't forget, today marks the first day of the Winmore 2024 launch. Check out all of the latest products from Winmore. By the way, this is my mistake. I forgot it. Or check out the new Harrow's products that launched last week. Head on over to A-Z Darts and click the banner on their homepage for all your Winmore and Harrow's shopping. Also, check out the Unicorn Ballista sale ending tomorrow, October 26th, and snag a Ballista set for only $65. Just click the banner on the homepage over at A-ZDarts.com. Well,
there you go.
Our finals are set for Division 1 and Division 2 in Season 5. Monday, Division 1 finals. Mike Maloney taking on Ram Guevara. Little Illinois versus Texas battle. And then Wednesday, now confirmed here, Rich Sterbenz taking on James Edwards. That's going to be another fantastic match. I'm hoping that they both go the double dip. Why not have 2 more weeks, Why
not? We'll see. A couple interesting facts here. 8 9 marks for Rich. 2 9 marks for Duane. The over-under was 15. The under wins. And I guess 9-6. Richard, it was 9-7. So winner, chicken dinner for Will once again. Man, it's like I should do this for a living. Well, thank you, folks. We'll see you next Monday for our finals. Will Stewart.
Did he just toot his own horn for his over-under being off by 5?
Hey, I guarantee you most everybody picked the over on that. So you're welcome.
Then congratulations, I guess. I don't know how that's a win for you.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you Monday night for our finals of Division 1.
I'm going to enjoy this break from Will Stewart and Nick Teixeira.
No kidding.